important. Kalau GST ini diperkenalkan, siapa yang mendapat faedah? Right? Actually, there are some people who benefit. Saya rasa yang pertama ialah kerajaan akan mendapat cukai yang lebih tinggi, tapi lebih penting kroni-kroni yang ada hubungan dengan kerajaan. Mereka akan dapat satu punca dari mana mereka boleh grab more money lah. Alright? They can grab more money. There's a bigger source of income. Sekarang petroleum akan turun in a few more years, pendapatan daripada petroleum mungkin kita tidak dapat lah. So we need new sources of income for cronies to make money. So they will benefit. So they will be very happy with this. Alright? Number two, jabatan custom, birokrasi dalam jabatan custom also benefit lah. You will hire more people to collect tax, all this. So customs department will become more important. They will get higher priority. They will benefit, but that's not important. Now, seperti mana saudara Tony kata minggu lalu dalam Star, the last Saturday, 10 days ago, there was a big feature of GST. Kalau saudara sekali baca pendapat di situ, hampir semua accountant sokong. All of them support. Kenapa? Mereka beruntung apabila GST diperkenalkan. Because they will get a lot more work. Semua syarikat perlu mengadakan sistem perakaman yang lebih tepat. So there's going to be a lot of business for all the accounting firms. GST. Apakah kerajaan itu bersedia untuk melaksanakan GST? You know, they want to pass the bill in bulan Mac tahun ini, dan mereka kata mereka akan mengamalkan ini pertengahan tahun depan. Alright? Now, untuk mengutip tax ini, cukai ini, kita perlulah satu jabatan custom yang cekap, bersih, amanah, dan tidak berkorupsi. Now, customs department not corrupt is what do you call that? You know, it's misnomer, alright? Dalam survey ini, antara 3 jabatan yang terlalu berkorupsi dalam negara ini ialah custom, police, and one more department. I can't remember. These are the most corrupt departments. And they are going to implement GST, and they are not prepared. I can tell you, because to implement GST, you have to go and check. You have to do thorough audit on some firms, random audit. You have to be a lot more efficient. With our customs department, there's going to be a lot of leakage in the GST. Kerajaan perlu GST ini pada masa ini. Right? Saya rasa tidak perlu lah. Sebab kalau mereka daripada dua pihak, dalam pengutipan cukai sekarang, mereka tidak berefektif. Income tax ini, kalau mereka lebih berefektif, kita boleh dengan tiada perubahan dalam kadar cukai lah. Unlike what Kumar may recommend, higher income tax. Even without change in income tax, if you're more efficient in collecting, there are a lot of people evading tax. We can collect tax much better, right? So that will increase your revenue, and other forms of tax also we can increase our revenue without introducing any new taxes. Just existing tax, be more efficient. You can collect more taxes. Number 2, more importantly, spending. I think he explained how we waste money. Tiap-tiap tahun report audit negara ini, laporan audit negara ini, when it comes out, everybody gets upset. After that, they forget about it. You know, and there's so much wastage, so much leakage. We all know all that. You know, you don't need to talk about it. So much. Now, once they take care of all this, even after that, they're still short of money. Then we may think of GST. But right now, we are very far from that. Finally, I think when certain conditions are met in a country, we can introduce GST. What are the conditions? When a country, kalau pendapatan negara kita ini begitu tinggi, dan lebih penting, ketidakimbangan dalam pendapatan ini. That's more important. High income and less inequality. That's very important. Like say Sweden, Norway, Denmark, where most people are middle class. Right? Very few people are poor and very few rich people. Then you introduce GST, then it's a tax borne by everybody fairly. You see it? Then you can introduce GST. But before that, you must make sure you already exhausted other sources of revenue and reduce the expenditure. Kalau kita lihat, finally, my final point is, kalau kita lihat negara yang negeri-negeri dalam Malaysia yang diuruskan oleh kerajaan yang tidak begitu berkorak, seperti Kelantan, Penang, dan Selangor, right? We already see that they can balance their budget. I mean, Kelantan, such a poor state, can balance the budget with very little federal income. Why? Because they are clean government. Their program spending is more effective. You see it? So, if a federal government is clean and efficient, we don't need GST for a moment. You know, we can postpone GST for another 15 years or 20 years. You know, when we are more ready, when our income is higher. Okay?
Next, we got a very corrupt, parasitical government. You know, and we got to remove that government and bring in a new government. And if we do that, we are saving $20, $30, $40 billion every year, which can be used for programs to help the Rakyat. That's the first step. And for doing that, we are right. Let's not let ideology disturb us. We should all work together and replace these guys. Okay? But after that, Malaysia, as part of the third world, our relationship with the center, with the corporate center controlled by the 40, 50 corporations, maybe more 100 corporations worldwide, are still controlling the whole world economies. We're still having a globalized economy in London. The low rate wages in China is forcing our wages down. You know, it's a race to the bottom. They lower their corporate tax, we of course lower our corporate tax. They lower their wages, we got to lower our wages. This recently saw like Indonesia, because of the ASEAN China, we're going to lose jobs in Indonesia. We're going to handle those issues. That's not because of the corruption of the BN. That's world globalized world economy where former colonial powers are still powerful. And the wealth is still flowing in that direction. But then again, ideology. You can't escape ideology. There's no hurry to it. And we got to discuss. So I think there are two different things. I think one, we're going to replace BN. And for that, I think all of us got to work together. Second one, after that, we're going to talk about how we restructure the whole world. You know, taking into account not only north-south problem, but we look at the environment, you know, the climate change. And for that, I think we got to have ideology, we got to move wider. And we got to start thinking about it now. Although we shouldn't fight about it, we should first change these guys.